Welcome to China, precisely in Chengdu. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here, standing on the Chinese soil for the very first time. Guys, it's a dream come true. The moment that I stepped off the plane, I could feel the energy, the history and the warmth of this incredible country buzzing around me. And guess what? Getting here was a breeze, so let me share a quick outline on how it all worked. For those wondering about the visa, China make it super simple with the visa on arrival, especially if you're landing in certain cities like Chengdu, our first stop. Yes, it's the Panda city.
Really funny.
And you are good to go. You just head to the visa counter after landing and boom, you got a short-term visa for up to 30 days. No stress. Now, to make life even easier, I download Alipay before I left. It's a must-have app here. It's like your golden ticket to everything. Payment, transportation, booking. Setting up was a snap. I linked my foreign bank card through the app, topped it up, and now I'm ready to scan and go. Cash-free, almost no charge, at least from the Chinese side. Most of the apps used in China are in Chinese language. For this reason, I recommended you to continue to use the app you are normally used. To do this, you will need a SIM card. The best solution is to purchase it through Alipay, which offer many safe and economical options. Unfortunately, you can activate the SIM from your country. You will need to use a VPN once you land to access the internet and complete the purchase of the internet SIM. Once activated, you can use the app like Google, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc., which would be otherwise be inaccessible. Following these steps, you will no longer have problems with payment and internet access. And now we are ready to get lost in this excitement, so let's talk about where we are. Chengdu is in the heart of the Sichuan province, southwest of China. This city is boasting a population of over 20 million people, making it one of the Chinese largest urban centers in China. Our journey begins to the Leshan Ancient Marble, the giant Buddha. It's about an hour outside the city. We took the train and the bus.
Anyway, we are in the Leshan center city. Chinese people are very loud.
It's a budget-friendly, but book on trip.com. It's the best in China. Be warned, the park it's packed.
Just a little bit busy.
And navigate it, it's a bit tricky.
We can approach the ticket office for the big Buddha. Hello, ni hao. If you're planning a tour at the giant Buddha, you have two options. One by boat and one just next to the statue. They have different prices and a different ticket and different entrances as well. The boat one I suggest to do as a first things, and it takes like 45 minutes. If you get it really early in the morning, it's quick. Get ready, because once you get next to the statue, you want to go down and then come back. There is like a massive queue. It's stressful. From the bottom, it's kind of impressive. However, it's worth it to visit. Just a little bit too crowded for me, but I guess it's pretty much like this everywhere. The park is huge, and if you have a chance, go and check it out. Temple at the top of the hill. And this should be the Yun Temple.
The Leshan Giant Buddha is a 71 meters tall, the world's largest stone Buddha. Built during the Tang Dynasty to calm the river, it took 90 years to carve into the cliff. Next, back to Chengdu for Wolao Temple and Jinli Street. Just a reminder, the language barrier here can be a challenge.
What's your name? Federico.
Oh. Oh.
Federico?
Oh.
You?
Right.
Yeah.
And after the crowd of the giant Buddha, we need a bit of tranquility, and the Wolao Temple, it's the place. This key historical site, honoring the brilliant strategy Zheng Jilayang from the Three Kingdom period.
I think it's going to be a full immersion in the next 4 or 5 days here, because we have so many things to visit, and moving in a new city like Chengdu, which is huge, it takes sometimes also to understand how to move, how to use the underground, how to do things. Giant Buddha was fantastic. Here it's a paradise, and now we're gonna have some food to the Tibetan quarter. I think I'm done here, but I'm pretty happy to share these things with you guys.
Right next to it is Jinli Street, a historical market here. in Chengdu, with its traditional architecture and bustling shop and food stalls. It is the perfect place to immerse yourself in local culture.
Oh my god, that's brain. Boiling brain.
And let me tell you, the street food here is absolutely my favorite.
It's super crowded and I think we're gonna head it back home. And people shouting like a hell.
Day 2 in Chengdu. Today we are diving into the art of what makes this city legendary. We are about to see what everyone here goes crazy for. The giant panda, because in Chengdu, Panda Mania isn't just a saying, it's a way of life.
For most of the people, Chengdu is the hibiscus city. But for foreigner people, I guess this is the city of panda. Guys, we are at the Panda Center in Chengdu. Actually, an hour from Chengdu on the northern side. We got here really early. You can make the ticket here. The way to get to the Panda Center from Chengdu is pretty easy. There is like a bus station called Panda Center, so you can't miss it. Let's start the journey at the Panda Center. Quite excited. Just passing by the panda nursery. It's way too crowded. The panda are really funny animal. You know, this center, when it opened, it had like 15 panda. Now it has more than 150 pandas. It's one of the most important touristic point here in Chengdu. It's called the Panda City, so that must be a reason. Here you can see the red panda as well, which we saw earlier around. And I came here specifically to see the red panda. The park is huge. I really recommend to use the shuttle to move around. However, I will keep going my tour and see if I can see more baby panda. Heading out from the Panda Rescue Center here in Chengdu. Now I'm gonna get the bus and then I'm gonna get to the Jinli Museum. And here we go. Welcome to the Jinli Site Museum, a treasure of the ancient Shu civilization, nested on the outskirts of Chengdu.
Jinli, it's more than a museum, it's a portal transporting you to the heart of the lost civilization, where you will stand at breathtaking artificial and architectural wonders. For an incredible affordable price, you will witness the golden mask and the legendary sunbird fly. They will leave you speechless.
Just came out of watching the golden sun bird. It's really thin.
It's time to move on. Our next destination is Tianfu Square, the very heart of Chengdu. It's the largest city square in Chengdu, serving as a central gathering place and a symbol of the city. What to see here? A large statue of Mao, founder of the Communist of China. Was a controversial leader, but despite the controversy, the legacy remained respected here.
It's a pleasure being here and visiting this country. You know, the stereotype that I had, it was a little bit different. I thought the people was narrow-minded and not as friendly as probably they are. That's exactly what I wanted to see, people dancing. People Park was established in the 1911 and is actually the first public park here in Chengdu. So people are connected to this place. As you can see, they come to dance, they come to play whatever game it is. They come to have fun. He has like a tea house, garden. He has an artificial lake where you can, rent a small boat. Here you can have food, you can experience, the Chinese culture. I guess it's the most iconic park here in Chengdu, so that's why it's so crowded. For some reason, I see the people that are really happy.
This park is an authentic experience. It's right in the center of the city. It's full of life and good vibes. But not far from here, there is like a famous Quanzhou Alley. It's a beautifully restored historical district in Chengdu, offering fascinating blend of old and new. Here's an overview. It consists in 3 parallel alleys: Quan Shangzi, the Wide Alley, Zhai Shangzi Narrow Alley and Jingshangzi Well Alley. I'm pretty sure the pronunciation wasn't right or perfect, but I did my best. This alley dates back to the Qing dynasty. The area has been meticulously restored, preserving traditional Chengdu architecture. Guys, it was a long day full of intense emotion from the Panda Center till now. Time to get some sleep, as tomorrow we will have another day where we're gonna get up super early. Good night.
Good morning. It's about 2 kilometers that I'm walking. We got up this morning around 5:30 as usual. We got a train from Chengdu to visit the Qingcheng mountain. When we got off to the train, we managed to get the bus 101 to reach the entrance, and in about like 5 minutes we're gonna make the ticket and then we're gonna start to climb the mountain.
What you are about to explore today is something special. Qingcheng mountain is considered one of the birthplace of the Taoism in China. It's one of the religious sacred mountains with many Taoist temples and monasteries located throughout the area. Begin at the ticket office at the base of the mountain, purchase your ticket and you're good to go.
There are like different paths, and on the way to go up there are like quite few temples, approximately 12.
Walk up to the paved path with shops and temples along the way. After, you will reach the option for the cable car. If you are short of time or you prefer less tiring climb, take the cable car up to the near Shanking Palace. If you choose to hike, continue along the stone step, which will become steeper.
Those type of temple, you breathe like some sort of energy, then it's not easy to explain. They are really beautiful. I kind of figured out why people come here. Don't forget, people come here to meditate and pray, so just try to be as much responsible and respectful.
From Shanking Palace you can continue hiking up to the Laoyang Pavilion, located at the mountain's peak. The pavilion offers even more breathtaking view, but the climbing can be challenging.
No stairs.
The hiking between Shanking Palace and the Laoyang Pavilion involve a lot of stairs.
Loyin and Loyan, it's a symbol of the Taoist religion. It has a lot of significance, but the most important is the balance. Some people think there's the bad and the good. It's not all about those two things. It's all about harmony and keeping balance in life, and on time with your spirit and your brain and your acting.
You can descend the mountain by coming back from your steps or taking the cable car back down. We took the option of taking the mountain from an alternative path. This side is known for its natural beauty with lush forest, streams and a waterfall. It offered a more nature-focused experience.
If you feel lazy, you can go up like this. Hello. But now we're gonna go and catch the bus to go to the train station and then go back to Chengdu. Our tour is finished now.
We are back in Chengdu, and guess what? It's a hot pot time. Forget the Panda for a moment, this is a culinary adventure, you can't miss it. And we went all out at the high-class restaurant, and wow, the broth, a fiery blend of Sichuan peppercorn and chili, rich and oily. We ordered everything, and well, let's just say we got really messy. Try to grab the slippery ingredient was a comedy show, but the taste worth every stain. Don't worry, spice haters, you can still enjoy it by skipping the chili dip.
We managed to eat everything. We're gonna have some fruit. The food was delicious. Now we have to pay.
And for 30 euro each in a place like this, that's a great value. Hot pot in Chengdu or anywhere in China, it's a must try.
We just came out from the hot pot restaurant. The experience was awesome. Walking along Changshi Road, the most famous street in Chengdu. It's a pedestrian street, it's super crowded, super trendy, super touristic as well.
Chengdu nights fall, but the adventure isn't over. Tomorrow, our final day. We're gonna explore what is left. Good night. Our hotel is conveniently located in the Qingcheng district, placing us close to the city center and the metro, offering excellent service. I will cover the pricing of the accommodation and hotel details in the next video. Historic Wenshu Yuan Monastery right next door. With the Buddhist relics and garden, it's free but overcrowded as usual.
It's true that they have a lot of cameras everywhere, but honestly, I don't really mind. I mean, I have nothing to hide, and I think it's good to have it as they, provide security in the city.
As I was aware of the ear cleaning tradition in China, I decided to try it. Pretty weird experience.
But anyway, my ears are clean, everything is sorted.
Lunch is calling, time to try Chengdu's most well-known food dishes.
Really good. Really good. Nothing else to say. Now I'm going back home, I'm gonna take some rest, and then I'm gonna go down to the city. See you later. I'm at the Global Center Mall in the south side of Chengdu. What the However, the mall, it's huge and it has a loads of activity. It has a skate ring, fountain. It has a cinema, it has 2 5-star hotels. It's not just a mall, it's a mall, it's a real mall. I'm leaving now the mall and I'm heading to the Twin Tower light show. Half an hour walk, it's 6:30. I guess the show is gonna start at 7:30. By the way, I haven't given you much information about reach any spot in town because it's pretty easy. The underground is worked very well. You can pay by Alipay and it's quite clear. I mean, if you are confident on moving with the underground, it won't take you long to understand how to move.
The Tianfu Twin Tower, officially known as the Tianfu International Financial Center Tower, are an iconic part of Chengdu modern skyline. The financial city metro station provides a convenient access to the area. For the best view of the spectacular light show, head to the spot marked with the red ring on the map. It's a free viewing area and the show typically begins around 7 or 7:30 p.m. It's late, but Ancient Bridge and its surrounding area are a must-see. Let's not delay.
People definitely love dancing here in China.
Ancient Bridge in Chengdu is an important and beautiful landmark that combined old tradition with modern city life. It crossed the Jin River and is used both as a walkaway and cultural site. The bridge dates back to the Yuan dynasty, and Marco Polo mentioned it in his travel during the 13th century. So, have you ever heard about Chengdu? If you are thinking of coming, any question, just leave me a comment. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We have reached the end of our time in Chengdu, a city that offers a fantastic introduction to Chinese culture, vibrant tradition and incredible food. Next, we are heading to Sichuan, home to the legendary terracotta warriors. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep exploring and I will see you at the next adventure.